All right. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. What is going on? It's time for your HMG weekly wrap up. And I got to tell you, it is great to be back in the home studio. So, yeah, without you guys know how it's been a couple weeks. So, what we're going to do is we're going to share this out real quick. Let's get some of you folks out here on here rather. And if you jump on, let me know that you're on. Come say hello. Share this out. Can you guys believe that it's end of the year? All right, December. December's here. December 5th is today. It's hard to believe that we only got a couple weeks left of this year. So, how is everybody's Thanksgiving? I'm gonna wait, get some people on here. Like I said, if you jump on, leave a comment, let me know where you're at, and come say hello. So I'm not sitting here alone to start this holiday season. Anyway, 2025 been a hell of a year, hell of a ride. How are you guys planning on living the last couple weeks of 2025? Leave a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to. How many people are looking forward to Christmas? I am. It's gonna be quiet this year. Um, kind of happy and sad about it, if I'm being honest. Not going home this year. Usually I do. Um, I say home back to Wisconsin. So we're not doing that. Junior's not coming home. He's going to be with his significant other, his other half, out with her family. Wife and I have got really nothing planned, which is kind of nice. I might go down to Virginia for a few days to you know try to hunt down there for a few more days. Try to fill a tag this year. I've been unsuccessful this year thus far, but it's good to be back here. Weather's been hasn't been bad, if I'm being honest. Up in Wisconsin, it snowed. It was nice to see family. I got to see my siblings, most of my siblings. I got to see my nieces and nephews. I got a nephew on the way. Should be uh, he should be coming and presenting himself to the world sometime next week. So looking forward to that. I'm going to be an uncle again. Um, Yeah, but I mean, it's supposed to be a happy time of year, and I think 2025 has been one hell of a year. But we'll talk about the rest of that kind of near later on this month when we get things going. So let's go ahead and get this show started. I see a couple people joining us. Say hello. Let me know where you guys are at. Tis the season, right? Tis the season to be what? Jolly? That's what they say. As you get a little bit older, yeah, be positive. It's a good time of year. That being said, it's also a hard time of year for a lot of folks out there. Make sure you check on your battle buddies. Maybe if you haven't talked to your battle buddies in a while, give them a call, shoot them a text, drop them a DM on social media. Check in with them. Let them know that you're thinking about them, and let's be there for our battle buddies. Um, Shout out to all the men and women in uniform. Our heroes, nation's heroes that cannot be home with their families this holiday season. Uh, Obviously, we're thinking of them as well. So, how many of you leave a comment? How many of you have your Christmas tree up, all your decorations, and all that other crap? How many of you do that? I'm not. I don't do that. The wife handles the Christmas stuff inside the house. I'm 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 not jolly jolly, I guess, but, I like going around, seeing the lights and stuff like that. It's one of the things I look forward to this year. T-Dog, what's up, man? Appreciate you jumping on. Um, how many of you have done your Christmas shopping? How many of you have not finished your Christmas shopping? How many of you Christmas shop for yourself? I need a new pair of binoculars. Seriously, how many of you do your own Christmas shopping? Let's talk some Christmas stuff. The next couple of weeks, folks, we're going to be jolly as. Tell me what it is you guys like about the Christmas holiday. Do you like the snacks, the all the good stuff that's out? The sugar cookies and the stuff like that. Do you like seeing you kids' face when they open up their presents? Do you like going out and what is it about this holiday season that you love most? Gene, what's up, brother? I hear you, Gene. I hear you. Rackin over on Instagram, what's up, brother? I owe you some pictures. Been using my racking stick, man. It's been a lifesaver. I'll get a hold of you here in a couple weeks. Yeah, I mean, I love this time of year. I like going out with the hot cocoa, going out with loved ones, going to look at Christmas lights around different neighborhoods. Last was it last year? No, last year, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, the wife and I there's a train. They do a little train ride with the bourbon testing or bourbon sampling stuff. So it was like a train ride, about an hour and a half long. And they did like bourbon tasting when they like all you go by all these communities with all these different lights, and then you're on this little old school train with doing like some bourbon sampling and with pairing with some food and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. Gene, what do we got? The magic, of course. Let me see. Let's put that up there. What do we got here? Christmas spirit running strong. I love that. Yes. Yes, let's make it positive. Let's have a strong year this year. Let's make the magic happen. Because let's be honest, the world has been a crappy place. A lot of negativity. Well, block the negativity out. We're coming out with positivity. I love it. Let's make it magical this year. What do we got here? T-Dog over on YouTube. My job is outside decorating. That's smart. I'm gonna put that back up. He does year round to prevent the end of year crunch when it comes to the shopping side of it. I've got family members that do that as well. If I did that, I'd forget where I put shit. Just being honest. In fact, I found something that I was supposed to give to somebody last year, just recently. So they're getting it this year. so, so yeah, it's I got some Christmas shopping to do yet. Hopefully I can get it done. I think the thing that bothers me most about this season though is when people ask, what do you want for Christmas? I want to get you something. What do you want? I don't know. Like just be a good human. I'm at a point I think in my life where I don't want the ugly sweaters. I'll go buy one myself just to be funny because that's the type of person I am. You know, um, family always wants to get you something, and it's always hard to like, hey, we got a $50 idea. What do you want to do? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, save the $50. I'm at a point now where it's like, don't give me something, donate it to charity or do something for a community-based organization in your local area, I think. I don't know, because most of this stuff I want at my age now is just too expensive. I gotta go out and buy it myself. I need a new truck. Santa, I need a new truck. You know, I need a rangefinder, binoculars with a rangefinder on. I'm getting old, I can't see shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you I'll go get that stuff myself. You know what I mean? But I get it. I get it. You want to exchange stuff with people, and it's not about the gifts, just being around family if you can be. Trevor T-Dog makes a good Trevor. It's Trevor, guys. It's Trevor. Designated place for family gifts and then a locked cabinet for gifts. Oh, that's a pretty interesting idea. Um, Gene, yeah, I wear a one-ton crew cab, 8-foot long bed if someone's asking. That's I know, right? Yeah, maybe Gene, maybe we can get a hold of some of these dealerships, you know. Hey, who needs it? You know, you guys need a tax write-off. Here you go. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on. Let's move on. I can sit here all damn day and do this. Let's talk movies. I love this time of year. This happened to me on the latest trip up in Wisconsin, and we celebrated Christmas with my family up there this year because I'm not going home for Christmas this year. So it was fun, and a lot of the times one of the things that we do is we watch a movie or whatnot. So it's this time of year. You guys know it's coming. Um, This is a long content. I mean, I didn't intentionally want to start a fight today, but F it. Here we go. Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie? I didn't think it was for the longest time, but I changed my answer this year. And let me tell you why. Because if you really watch this movie, this action-packed 80s movie, is it a Christmas movie? Absolutely. It's Christmas theme. Look, he's got a Christmas tree in the background. They were at a Christmas party when this happened. When all of this stuff went down, when the terrorists took over the building, it was during a Christmas party. Yes, Bridget, thank you. Thank you, Bridget. Yes, my husband says yes. You're damn right it is. And your husband's right. Otis Brockman, there's a man I love to see. Odie, what's up, brother? Good to see you on here. It's a great debate. yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. For the longest time, I didn't think Die Hard was a Christmas movie. And then this year, something was pointed out to me. Christmas was brought up, I think, 17 times during the movie. It happened during a Christmas party, right? And there's Christmas decorations in the whole shebang through it. So my answer now is, yeah, I think Christmas is a Die Hard movie. But let's stick with the themes here. Let's stick with Christmas movies here. I got another one for you guys. All right, I got another one for you. That I'm really kind of excited about. I'm really wanting to hear. I'm going to leave this up for a minute or two. Rambo First Blood. Christmas movie? Yes or no? David Gordon, good morning to you. Appreciate you, brother. Rambo First Blood. Christmas movie? Come on. Yes or no? I will honest answers. Rambo First Blood, Christmas movie. Now, in this here, whoa, Gene says that's a stretch. Okay. We got one that says kind of a stretch. That's not a no. That's just a stretch. So I want to point something out because I saw this and I was like, huh, makes sense. If you look on the purple here, as I'm pointing like you guys are gonna see this on the purple there, you see there's a Christmas tree in the background. And if you look to at the sheriff on his right side, it would be your left looking at the screen. You see a snowman in the background over the sheriff's shoulder there as well. Otis says, yes, sir. Thank you, Otis. I appreciate that. Always looking out. 20 plus years later, you still got my back, and that's why I love you. I think this is a great family starter for this year's holidays is when people ask what you want to watch for a Christmas movie. I want to hear somebody tell their family, I told them Rambo First Blood. I want that. That's my Christmas wish this year for all of you is for somebody to go to the family function. And when they pick a movie out, you say Rambo First Blood. And I want to see the people's reactions of that. That is my Christmas wish this year for all of you. Can somebody make my Christmas wish come true this year? That's what I'm asking. Let me see. Gene, and Merry Christmas wasn't one of them, so I'm not sure I can defend. I'm just saying. I Rambo First Blood. It might be a stretch. It might be a stretch, but look at there. You gotta give this movie credit. It's in the holiday spirit, right? All right, let's move on. What are some other Christmas movies? This is probably one, if not my all-time favorite. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I watch this every time it comes on TV. I mean, let's be honest. Hilarious. I've watched it, no joke, probably 200-300 times. Funny every time. My wife gets mad though when I start like doing the movie quotes before they actually happen. Yeah, I'm that irritating dude. Yeah. Anyway, National Lampoon. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You guys like this one? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment below. I love this movie. What else? Here's another one. And we're as we go on through, we'll get at it some more throughout the month. What do we have here? Malachias, what's up, brother? I love you, brother. I appreciate you. I owe you a phone call. Don't worry, I got you this weekend, man. Thanks for jumping on, brother. Appreciate you. What about Miracle on 34th Street? This was a movie that we watched this year, and I think it was a great movie. This was original. This is obviously this artwork that you see here has been updated. I believe the film was from the 40s. I want to say the 40s. Great movie. Miracle on 34th Street, classic movie. What else do we got? What else do we have here? Let's do we're taking it back in time with Miracle on 34. Let's do this one. What about this? How many of you are having a flashback right now as a kid watching Charlie Brown Christmas special? I used to love Charlie Brown. I used to, still do. I just wish it was on more. You know what I mean? Charlie Brown Christmas Special, another classic. This, and then you have Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, all those cartoon ones that when you were kids. Really kind of brings it back. I loved it. This was a great one, I thought. And again, I'm not going to cover all of them today. We'll cover some more throughout the month, but leave in the comments below what your favorite Christmas movie is. What else do we got? I got two more. Stay with me. Here's another one. I think it's funny. Will Ferrell, funny guy. Elf. This is my wife's favorite Christmas movie. I think it's just funny. Funny. It's like, is it my favorite? David Gordon, Charlie Brown, Christmas. Yep, yeah, I agree with you, brother. Dave, I agree with you. Charlie Brown, you can't beat Charlie Brown. You really can't. Can't stand Farrell. Yeah, I get it. It's, but I've had to put it on there. Wife was gonna kill me. All right, now last one. I know this. Last one. Now, this probably isn't a family movie, but it's a funny one. Right? That's Bad Santa. That sounds like a Christmas movie. I'm not getting any comments on this one. What? No Bad Santa? Oh, best movie Santa, Kurt Russell. That's a good one too. Yeah. David, I'm gonna have to cover that. so Bad Santa. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Anybody? Yeah, T-Dog, thank you. Yes to Bad Santa. That's I mean, I know. I'm horrible. Anyway. All right, let's get into this, guys. Come on. You guys are throwing me off here. I got some topics we got to talk about today too that I think I definitely want your guys' opinions on. Next week, we're gonna do ugly sweater. All right. So I'm telling you right now, next week, ugly sweater. I don't even know if mine fits anymore. Don't judge me. Anyway, next week, ugly sweater here, and I'm calling everybody out because I got a whole bunch of you on right now. El Camino Christmas, good movie for vets. I got to check that one out, Dave. I'm gonna put that up there, Dave. Um, Next week, ugly sweaters. Here's what I want. I want you guys this week to DM us on social media or email us at right there underneath there. You can email us at media at Heroes Media GRP. I want to see your ugly sweater pictures so we can, potentially share, and maybe you win something next week. Maybe you win something next week. Ugly sweaters next week. I want to see them. You got to be in by Thursday. I want them. You got now until Thursday. Send me a picture of your ugly sweater right there. I'll leave that up for a couple minutes. What do we got next week? Also, next week we got Army Navy game, 250th anniversary coming up of America. Have you seen the uniforms? I had pictures of them. I didn't post them. Whatever. Just Google them. We're hoping to be at the game next week, if not at least tailgating. It's down in Baltimore, MT&T Stadium. It was that stadium almost 10 years ago now was the first Army Navy game I attended. Army broke the streak. Navy had won like 15 years in a row, and that was the game that they broke the streak. It was at MT&T Stadium. I'll never forget that. It was an awesome time. It was cold. It's a cold stadium. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cold stadium. Out of all the stadiums I've been with Army Navy, it's probably the coldest, to include Philadelphia. So MT&T Stadium, Baltimore has got a bunch of things coming up next week. If you've never been to an Army Navy game, I'm really trying to work something out with Army Navy for the next couple of years where I can take a family. That's always been a dream of mine, to take a family to an Army Navy game. The poetry that takes place that day, the traditions that happen with the midshipmen walking on the field, with the cadets walking on the field, long before the game, just all the different traditions that it is absolutely beautiful. And even if you go just to tailgate, a lot of fun, a lot of great nonprofit organizations there and stuff like that. It's such a good time. So Army Navy game next week. Let's dive into some of the topics. I've got maybe 4 topics that I found in the news. Love to get you guys' input on this. Oregon. This is up in Oregon. Shocking gender survey for kids. 6th graders asked if they're pansexual, gender fluid, or trans. 6th graders. Okay. I want you guys to hear me when I say this. There's a gender survey for 6th graders. The Oregon's Health Authority, somebody there thought this was a great idea, is under fire now after releasing a 29-page questionnaire asking 6th graders, many just 11 years old, to label their gender identity and sexual orientation. As a parent, if you heard this was happening in your kid's school, would you be pissed off? I'm not going to go into it. You guys got to Google this. It's a pretty disgusting topic article, if I'm being honest. But one of the things was most of the critics argue that many parents were unaware of the survey or its content. The state says the survey is anonymous and used to promote student health, but concerns remain over ideological influence in public education. Absolute outrage. I think this is an outrage, personally. You're asking an 11-year-old what their sexual orientation is. They don't know what we've talked about this in the past. I think this is borderline child abuse. My opinion. I'm entitled to it. It's my show. If you don't like it, hit the off button, whatever. This is just my opinion. This is what's going on in the world today. You're asking an 11-year-old to to define, and they're confused at that age. Hell, most kids are confused until they're most people are confused until they're damn adults. So this is I thought this was pretty upsetting. Uh, so let me see here. David, go ballistic. Yeah, absolutely. And what do we have? Gene, homeschool, looking smarter and smarter every year. Homeschool is a big thing now. Yeah, I get it. This public education stuff, it's almost like, we're not. What are we teaching kids? And don't get me wrong, Heroes Media Group, educators, community heroes. I think teachers are one of the most underappreciated fields that are out there. That being said, I say that to the responsible teachers that are out there, especially the ones that stand up to crap like this. All right. Sorry. I'm calm now. All right. Next one. Trump backs Hegseth over drug boat strike as questions mount. I did not see a lot of this, if I'm being completely honest. Rich, what's up, brother? Good to see you. So I guess earlier this week, or something happened where allegations of improper military action were Department of War Secretary Hegseth, they blew up another boat that was smuggling drugs into the U.S. Isn't that what we're supposed to do as Department of War? Right? Am I wrong? Somebody help me understand this. The allegations first reported by outlets including the Washington Post and CNN. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense now. Okay, now I see where this is going. Centers on the claims that the operational commander justified a second strike by citing a directive that everyone must be. No, I'm not going to repeat that, but everybody, yeah. President Trump noted he would seek additional information, but maintained that Hegseth assured him nothing improper occurred. Hegseth forcefully rejected the reporting in a statement, writing, quote, "As usual, the fake news is delivering more fabricated, inflammatory, and derogatory reporting to discredit our incredible warriors fighting to protect the homeland," end quote. I know this is going to raise a lot of controversy. Wasn't necessarily my intent, but what are your guys' thoughts on us in the Caribbean striking these boats that have drugs, allegedly have drugs coming? I say allegedly coming to the United States. Want you guys' opinion on it. Oh, good. Here we go. Because I haven't seen this. Rich has got some insight here. What do we got? Happened in October. Fake feed was leaked this week. Debunked immediately. But the political theater had to be done. Make noise here so you can't look here. Aha. Okay, there you go. Good to know. Good to know. September, actually. Okay. Good. David, thank you for that. So this happened in September. And they're still talking about it. It's almost like the fake news is they have to have like, oh, shit, we're running out of stories and bad shit to talk about. Let's bring up something that happened months ago and blah, 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 blah. And I get it. Whatever. I didn't know. That's why I brought it up. Our job is to protect the American people. Drugs coming into this country is a no-go at this station. My opinion. That means taking out a boat full of drug smugglers that are coming into the United States illegally. Occupational hazard. Let's see me get banned for saying that. All right. All you vets, pay attention, guys. This one here, I'm talking about HR 6047. Been a couple of articles that have come out in the last couple of days. Bill would raise VA compensation for severely injured vets and survivors. A bill in Congress would significantly increase the amount of disability compensation awarded to veterans with catastrophic injuries and survivors. But lawmakers are sparring over how to cover its estimated $7 billion cost. This is coming out of Military Times. This HR bill, and the reason why I want to bring this up, there's pros and cons to this, right? And this was brought to my attention yesterday. But the Veterans Benefits Expansion Act, or HR 6047, would raise the amount of disability compensation provided to these families by $10,000 a year and increase payments for survivors by 1%, by 1% each year for the next 5 years. And let me see. Ryan Hunt, good morning to you, sir. Appreciate you jumping on. There is guys, give me just a second here because there is something I need to grab that I did not grab. Let me see if I can get this. I knew I forgot an image in here. It was brought to my attention yesterday because those veterans that are purchasing a house or a second house, if you've used your certificate of eligibility once before, and I'm paraphrasing this here, somebody that if you know more about the HR 6047 and when it comes to home loans, let me know. But this, I had to Google this. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Shit, I could hardly have a hard time reading it. Veterans who, some of you laughing, I'm holding up glasses. I'm getting to that point, guys. Can you believe this? I'm getting to that point where I need readers. Let's see here. So I asked the question was, do veterans have to pay like the closing costs now on their VA loan? It's not closing costs. That wasn't, I used the wrong terminology, but it had to pay more out of pocket costs when it comes to using your VA loan. And that was for veterans with 70% or below the VA home funding loan fee on their second home purchase to fund increased benefits for surviving spouses and catastrophically disabled veterans through. It wouldn't affect first-time home purchases for veterans. So if you're a first-time home buyer, it doesn't affect you. If you have used your VA loan before and you're purchasing a house again, or for the second, third, or however many times moving forward, it would affect you in that case. Thoughts on that? And one of the other things that I saw in the argument was, and if you guys just Google HR 6047, this will bring this up, the pros and cons to it. One of the things that I did see, one of the arguments that lawmakers are having is that they don't want veterans, like when you're using your VA loan, you shouldn't have to pay. That was part of the benefit, right? Is no closing, no coming out of pocket, etc. And now some lawmakers want them to come out of pocket so it can cover down on the veterans with and survivors. So it's a checks and balance. I really don't have an opinion on it, although I'm going through the process myself right now and trying to build a house. My question is, can the government not find the money somewhere else where they're wasting money and move that to the veteran community? I say that because I know it's like, oh, that hurts to say, because some people are like, oh, you're sounding entitled. It's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that we're pissing away. Our government is pissing away money by the trillions daily. I mean, not by the trillions daily, but we're pissing a lot. The government's pissing a lot of money away on stupid shit. Let's be honest. That money could be going to the veteran community to help out disability compensation for catastrophic injuries and for the survivors. Because let's be honest, some of the survivors get forgot about. Some of the catastrophic injuries get forgot about. Let's be honest. You want to make the veteran pay I'm gonna get pissed. I'm gonna get pissed. Let's move on. Guys, pay attention to that. HR 6047. I'm going to type it in here so everybody has that. HR 6047. All right, moving on. Last one, and I'm gonna. This is actually a link that I'm going to post. I got this article from a a very close, reliable source. I found it very interesting. It's an exclusive article that came out of the Dallas Express yesterday or the day before. Former Maduro spy chief's letter to Trump seeks to expose narco-terrorist war against the U.S. This is from the Dallas Express. Here's a little section of it. A former director of military intelligence for Venezuela, and once one of the most powerful figures inside the governments of Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro. This gentleman was extradited. Carvajal was the guy's name. Was extradited from Spain after a lengthy international manhunt. Says he's writing, quote, to atone, end quote, and to alert Americans what he describes as a coordinated state-directed campaign targeted to the United States. Did I put it up there already? I can't see the light. Yes, I did. I just posted the article. I encourage everybody to read this article. And I'm kind of saying it with like a little conspiracy because there's a little bit to that, given the source. But this is one of the things. The letter shows the actual letter to President Trump in detail and what's going on in the Caribbean right now. We talked about the drugs and stuff like that. I put the puzzle piece. This is a puzzle piece, and I want you guys to kind of look at this, put it together. There's going to be a follow-up with this next week, I think, or the week after, from what I'm told. But there's a lot to this. That's all I'm going to say. I know, Adam, why are you doing it? Because I'm an a-hole. But just check it out. That's all I'm going to say. So, and we're running up on time. I got to get into some other stuff here too. This is a great article, and I know some of you are really going to look at this. Let me catch up on some of these. Yeah, David, Gene. Yeah, listen, guys, share this out. Share this video out today, if you would, please. Let's get some more people involved, not only for the Christmas stuff, but, shit like this. Stuff like this. Sorry. Hey, I got to give a shout out to a dear friend, Shay Sparks. Shay and I had come together last year around this time, and we created a new company called Maker's Machine. And we just celebrated our 1-year birthday yesterday, and we had a big group. Dave, we had our 1-year birthday yesterday. This is a new business for us. It's an inner circle, think networking groups. We meet on a weekly basis, 3 p.m. Eastern time every Thursday. I'm not there every week, but for the most part I am. And we've got a lot of great podcasters, business owners, realtors, loan officers, people from all walks of life, project managers, all walks of life in this group. And now we're expanding. We got our first chapter that's going to be opened up in Texas in January, starting next month. So we're super excited about it. So yeah, I'm kind of tooting my own horn. One of our businesses just celebrated their 1 year. So great on that. And you guys know that have followed me for years. I've got my hand, we've got the media company here. We got the beverage company that just inked a deal. I'm super stoked about. I want to make an announcement later this month. with the company that we're going to be working with in 2026. So good times there. What do we got? Hey, this Sunday, excuse me, this Sunday, we got a live special. Gene, are you still on? Gene, leave. What time are we doing this Sunday night? I thought I had the times down. Gene Campbell from Double S Podcast, from True Patriot Outfitters, myself, and Brian Roman of the Roman Warriors Foundation. We're doing a live show Sunday night on the Double S Podcast, and it's going to be live here on HMG as well. It's going to be raw, it's unfiltered conversation about faith. And some of you are like, oh, it's like a religious thing. No, it's not. It is not that. When I'm telling you that we're getting raw and unfiltered, it is every bit of that and a whole lot more. So make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be 9 p.m. Oh, there it is. Let me put this up here. Thanks, Gene. I appreciate it, man. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 Mountain, on the Double S Podcast, live on YouTube, and we're going to be live here on HMG. So mark your calendars. I promise you, you are not going to want to miss this live feed on Sunday night. Podfest coming up 2026. Yours truly. I'm going to be speaking on the main stage January 15th through the 18th, Orlando, Florida. Go to podfestexpo.com to get your tickets if you want to come down. We're going to have a good time. We've got some events going on within that event as well. So come join me and say hello. Military Creator Con, Dallas, Texas. Actually, going to be Arlington, Texas, April 16th through the 18th. Here, the website is now live. I'm posting this now. If you purchase tickets for this event, if you are a creator, if you create anything, author, woodworking, steelwork, movie director, a podcaster, business owner, if you are a creator, whether you're a veteran, active duty, you're a spouse or a child of the military, come to this event. This event is for you. I posted the link below. If you purchase your ticket now, you get like a 70% discount or something, like $70 off. I didn't say 70% discount. Oh my God, they're going to kill me if I said that. Somebody scratch that. No, can't do that. Shit, we're live. You get a big discount until Sunday, this Sunday. And then after that, you can use HMG 10 for 10% off. So come check that out. Get your tickets. I would love to see you guys in Texas in April. All right, what do we got next? Let's keep this moving. Hero stories. Hey, I want a reminder. I need some hero stories. Send me your community heroes. They're out there. Send me hero stories. Who in your community deserves to be recognized? All right. Let's get into the shows. First up, the disgruntled PM. This week, stop tinkering. A CEO's rules for product design. This week, Matt Dawson joins the show. He's the CEO of Iron Master, discussing the evolution of product design and prototyping in the fitness equipment industry. Matt shares his insights from an extensive experience, emphasizing the importance of customer feedback, the balance between innovation and maintaining legacy products, and the challenges of product development. Getting ahead of myself. That's the Disgruntled PM. Great show. Check it out. And then real quick, guys, all of the I know, David. That's just like, it's certainly entertaining. Am I not? Like, I can't read. Check out all of the podcast shows. Go to, I just spit on myself. Shit. Go to heroesmediagroup.com. It's hard to believe I've lasted this long unsupervised. It really has. heroesmediagroup.com. Check out all the podcast shows. If you're a podcaster or an author and you want to work with us, reach out to us. Love to help you out. All right, next up, we got Let's Talk All Things VA with Coach Marcia. New episodes happen every 1st and 15th of every month. This week, how to write a winning statement. Your words matter. And in this episode, Marcia teaches veterans how to write a strong statement in support of their claim, VA Form 21-4138, that strengthens their case and gets the VA's attention. I don't know, guys. It's all things VA with Coach Marcia. Check it out. Double S Podcast, Sunday nights live. Again, I just mentioned it before. This Sunday, you do not want to miss it. We're going to be live. Double S Podcast. Check it out. What we got next here? She Bird the Vibe. The ladies will be live tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. She Bird the Vibe, live on social media. You can check it out live here on HMG as well. I plead the fifth, Gene. I plead the fifth. J-Mac Podcast. He's got some new stuff coming out. And listen, I'm so proud of this guy. J-Mac Podcast, Phoenix, Arizona. He's actually out in the West Valley, out in Glendale. He's got an event coming up, his sandbox event. He's doing a sandbox event every month, basically. And they've got one coming up at the end of this month at the Wigwam in Litchfield Park. If you're in Arizona and you want something to do, look up the J-Mac Podcast. Check out the flyer. We're going to be posting it here after the show, in the comment sections after the show. But if you're in Arizona, you're looking for something to do later this month, go down to the Wigwam. It's a great golf course. It's just a great facility. But they got a big veteran event coming up down there, so check it out. J-Mac Podcast. Next up, we got Vet SOS Podcast. They do 4 different shows. And here's the release announcement for this week. Their first one, Don't Drown in the Sea of Transition. That's the first one. Great. Grab a lifeline. This week, 4 new conversations drop across the Vet SOS network, each plucked with insight, purpose, and real-world guidance for your journey. The first one this week is Military Transition Resource Show. Terry Vance joins the show. Check that out. Next one, they have the Veteran Entrepreneur Spotlight. I was honored to be asked to even do this. And some of you have probably seen in my storylines on social media, I posted a video that they had did. So I was on the Veteran Entrepreneur Spotlight show this week. Veteran Educational Resource Spotlight. Dan Roby joined that episode this week. And then The Scoop with special guest Bart Womack was on. Vet SOS, great organization. They are now a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they're doing phenomenal things. And I'm glad that they are part of the HMG family. So check it out, Vet SOS. Speak Up, Show Up, Lead podcast with JJ Hardy. This week he speaks with Terrence Colson for an insightful discussion on leadership, with special focus on transitioning from the military to civilian life. Great episode. Speak Up, Show Up, Lead podcast. Check it out. Next up, we got Keep It Spiritually Simple with Sandra McEllis. She's got a ton of new content out, and you can watch her YouTube channel. Simply go to Sandra M. McEllis on YouTube. Faith, Valor, Growth. They just launched a new episode this morning. This one's called Detroit Dilemmas, the realities of fix and flip projects. Host Dominic Licata is joined by a close friend of his in the real estate industry. He's also an expert. His name is Avi. They discuss the realities of a fix and flip. I don't know if any of you have ever do any type of real estate investing and trying to fix and flip stuff, but some of them can be a real pain in the ass. And they talk about the journey. Avi is in the Detroit area and talks about how some of the stuff he's gone through. Their great insight on this. He even talks about being robbed during one of his renovations. So check it out. Faith, Valor, Growth. Great episode this week. Next up, the Strategic Veteran. He's got a couple that he launched this week. Most recent one was Rex. I'm going to say his name wrong. Rex Enriquez. Whew, said it right. Faced the hardest mission in his life, rebuilding after the military. From divorce to a near-death heart attack, his story isn't about struggle. It's about resurrection. Some of the key takeaways this week in the Strategic Veteran. Coaching isn't advice. It's accountability and truth. Healing requires facing your own origin story. Oh, that's fact right there. Check it out, the Strategic Veteran. What do we got next? Homefront Sit Rep podcast this week. Blind, Broken, and Unstoppable. It's the Matthew Bradford story. Who's Matthew Bradford? He's Corporal Matthew Bradford. This story, man, very inspirational story with this young man. Stops you in your tracks, makes you rethink your human spirit when you hear about this young man. He was a Marine, is a Marine, United States Marine Corps, and deployed to Iraq, where he quickly earned the reputation as a dedicated Marine and loyal teammate. But on January 18th, 2007, during a patrol, everything changed. He stepped on an IED. The blast claimed both of his legs, took his eyesight, shattered bones, and inflicted devastating internal injuries. Beyond the uniform, Bradford had found a new calling, inspiring others. As a motivational speaker, he travels the country sharing his story with service members, students, businesses, and community groups. His motto, and I freaking love this: no legs, no vision, no problem. Check it out. This is a great episode. Homefront Sit Rep podcast. Check it out. Patriots Inside the Wire every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Tracy Two-Step, she's got some new stuff coming up in 2026. Pay attention to this one. I'm telling you, she's a Gold Star mom. We're happy to have her on the network. Patriots Inside the Wire. Check it out. Next up, we got the Arms Room Show every Monday, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. This week, they're discussing shaking up your emergency response training plan. How many of you have a plan, period? Like if something goes down, how many of you have a plan in place with you, whether it's you and with your family? And if not, pay attention. Give this one a listen to. Arms Room Show. What do we got next? Misfit Nation. Oh, it's our boy Rich LaMonica. He welcomes USMC veteran and 4-time best-selling author and the founder of the Strategic Boardroom, Mr. Mark Delfoni. Delfoni, whatever. Mark. Mark is a business and life strategist who guides Christian entrepreneurs and married business owners to build systems that support their home, faith, and future. Through his signature Viper framework, he helps leaders clarify their vision, create infrastructure that works, and reclaim time and margin so they can lead intentionally and love faithfully. I love this. This is great. Misfit Nation podcast, always good. They do several shows each week as well. Make sure you check it out. We got you 6 at 6 with People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, live. Make sure you watch that. I love this. Love it. These guys are great. And they're doing something right now with Wreaths Across America up there in Minnesota. So check it out. We got you 6 at 6, People's Patriot Project. I've got just a couple more. What do we got here? I'm horrible with names. I apologize. Other side of the firewall. This week, ransomware in a small town radio station's hacked and teen OPSEC. That got OPSEC. That got some of your all's attention, didn't it? A ransomware attack in a small Ohio village, and the FCC's warnings about cybersecurity risks. This week the show dives into the importance of OPSEC and cyber hygiene, and then they share some of their personal reflections on Thanksgiving. they're talking about teen OPSEC. Like, what are your teens? Those of you that have teens, God bless you. This is something as parents, if you got kids at home, this is something you really need to start paying attention to with, kids with their mobile devices on their computers, the access that they have to the internet and stuff like that. You really got to really put some stuff in place if you have not done so already. Other Side of the Firewall is a great resource for that. Check it out. All right, last but not least, this week, Rise Up Voices from the Front Line, Scars, Stories, and Steadfastness. This episode is more than about Krista's story. Krista's a community hero. We love having her on the network. It's about understanding what your scars can be part of your compass too. Trauma-informed leadership doesn't deny pain. It transforms into direction. If you've ever wondered how your own story, especially the broken parts, can shape your leadership, this conversation will speak to you directly. Check it out. Voices from the Front Line. Let me give a shout out real quick. My tax fella. Tax season is right around the corner. How many of you are ready for that? If you're a business owner, you got you got till the end of the month to get your stuff in. Christina, good morning. Appreciate you, sis, jumping on. Go to mytaxfella.com. Anthony Moriello, we got a strong team over there. Been working with him for over a decade. Handles all of our personal and professional stuff. Mytaxfella.com. Check it out. Forget genetics. If those of you that are outdoorsmen, I'll put it that way. If you're an outdoorsman and you like the animals in your woods, this is a veteran-owned company. Go check this. It's a family-run company too. Barry and his family over there, great people. Forget Genetics. Go to forgetgenetics.com. Tell them HMG sent you. From the farm, had a great steak last week after Thanksgiving. Leftovers were gone, so I had steak, and it was from one of the From the Farm people. If you go to their website, fromthefarm.com or fromthefarm.org, you will see farmers and ranchers in your area, non-GMO. This is great stuff. Go check them out. Also veteran owned. Jim Neary's Live Bait and Tackle. Jim, his family down there, Southern Pennsylvania. Love these guys. Long supporters of the network. Thank you guys. Make sure you go check them out. Fin Tactical. They're responsible for the Heroes Media Group website. Another great organization. Thank you. And the Freedom People. Get your trust taken care of. And then last but not least, you guys see it in the background, HMG Beverage. We're back in 2026. We got coffee. It's on the shelves. We're roasting hard this month. Like I said, we just inked a deal with a company, and we're going to be doing their stuff. We're excited about it. So, guys, next week, don't forget Army-Navy game on Saturday. I'm certainly pumped for it. But before that, you got to deal with me on Friday. And let's do an ugly sweater. I want to see those ugly sweaters next week. That's all the time that I got. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. This has been a hell of a year. Let's finish this year off strong. Let's have some fun this month. And let's keep it positive. All right. God bless you guys. God bless you. God bless America. We'll see you guys next week. We'll take care.